problems that, I won't say problems, but one of the biggest things that veterans have a hard time doing?
I would have to say yes, and that problem would be lack of treatment and lack of facilities and lack of people that are qualified to take care of these veterans that come back home with some of these issues that they may deal with, pertaining to whatever they may have seen or been through in combat or whatever conflict that they had to experience.
Well, I've seen some of my battle buddies committing suicide. I've seen some people that are reaching out for help and can't get the help they need. I've seen some of the doctors not qualified to diagnose some of these soldiers. I've seen a lot of stuff.
Lack of healthcare, lack of healthcare providers, lack of people that's qualified to teach these veterans the coping skills. I would have to say I don't think we have the adequate help we need because, some doctors are not able to diagnose soldiers with PTSD, so they have to see, providers that aren't able to even diagnose them, properly. So they just have to see healthcare providers and other people that, is not really, I wouldn't say it's not helping them, but not giving them correct help that they need because the actual guys that are able to diagnose them are overbooked. Here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, I would say they have some good programs. We're actually right here in front of one of the new VA facilities. We deploy out of Fort Bragg a lot, so there's a lot of soldiers here locally that's being affected by some of these psychological issues, such as PTSD, traumatic brain injuries, and so to speak.
Well, my first suggestion would be to legalize medical marijuana. It's been proven to help soldiers that suffer from PTSD. It's been proven to help people with all kinds of psychological issues. And damn it, they need to legalize it so we can, stop some of these soldiers that's been committing suicide and whatnot. And damn it, that's what I think we should do. Legalize marijuana because it's going to help soldiers that need help. I think they need to take away the stigma. There's too much stigma out here, and these soldiers can't even, come to their command and tell them about the problem they have because of how they're going to be viewed.
I would say we have a few other sources outside of the VA, not that many though, but there's a local nonprofit organizations that do help veterans around in this area. One that I could just think of off the top of my head is the Soldier Support Center. There's a Veteran Support Center downtown. So they have, different organizations that's trying to step up and, put forth an effort to help out. I wouldn't say that they should receive special treatment, but I would definitely say that everything needs to be taken into consideration. Every situation is different. And so if you have a soldier that's returned from combat that may have been exposed to certain things that someone else that did the same exact thing may not have been exposed to, well, what are the side effects?
They should receive special treatment. And I say that only because everything should be taken into consideration. So if I'm diagnosed with something, my side effects might be different than the regular civilian. So my case would need to have extra attention. So yes, these soldiers need to be looked at and viewed as, having special needs.